Hi, this is David Marinak. I wanted to reach out really quick just to give you a little bit of a background of what's happening here in the industry regarding printed flexible packaging. You've got domestic suppliers at full capacity. They're overflow suppliers at full capacity. They're not even taking orders here domestically for less than 100,000 pieces. So what we're seeing is a lot of stretching out of lead times, a lot of quality issues. So just know that there are options. If you don't want to source from Asia, we've got Israel. We have South Korea, which is Asia, but we also do a lot of work in Vietnam and Cambodia. So the point being is you're going to need to find another alternative supplier unless you want to wait that 12 to 15-week lead time, which is insane. We can help you. We understand how to get your product to you when and where you need it.
When I'm at a trade show or meeting potential new clients, it's interesting when they come to me and they say, we're already sourcing from overseas. We're already sourcing from China. Now, if that's the case, awesome, great. But oftentimes, they're not sure, these particular customers aren't sure if they're actually dealing with a trading company, with a middleman, or with the actual manufacturer. China's a big country. The point with all this is when you're working with us, we have our own staff and our own people on the ground. So almost like an a la carte menu option that we provide to our clients, we can provide the same for you if you're already working overseas. Maybe you want us to go and visit your factory. Maybe you want us to go and inspect the quality of a shipment. Maybe you want us to take a look at your paperwork to make sure it clears customs when it gets here to the US. There's a lot of things our staff can do. Even more importantly, what if you go and visit the factory, but now you use our office and have your meeting at our offices? The point with this is that becomes a home game for you. So there's a lot of things that we can do. I wanted to kind of add this to your thoughts when thinking globally and sourcing globally. I hope this makes sense. We're here to help.
And rightfully so. But know that if you've got to get overseas, or you need to do an audit of a factory, or you need to see a press proof, or you need to do something that pertains to visiting a factory overseas, and you don't want to go or you don't want to send your staff, know that we're on the ground. We're there overseas. I've got 3 offices overseas. So if we need to go in and inspect something from film or a press proof, or if we need to bring in an independent lab to audit something, there's a lot of things we can do, and I just wanted to make sure that you knew that that was actually an option. So global sourcing is not going to go away. Auditing and being able to visit and vet suppliers is what we do. Global sourcing has become even more complicated since the coronavirus. As you can see on the screen, being able to source globally is one thing, but being able to control quality is an entire different ballgame. My point with this is what we do, depending on how elaborate our customers want us to go from the quality certifications, we can hire independent labs like the SGS and the Intertech. We can also send our own people into the, which is what we do anyhow, but sending our own people into the factories. But then we take that or take sample sizes and go to an independent lab. There's just lots of different things we can do from the quality standpoint. Now we've got the travel bubble. It's become even more imperative to have somebody on the ground that can check your quality, whether it's raw material, packaging, bottles, jars, cans, but also be able to avoid the 14-day travel bubble and having to sit around and wait for the government to approve you when you come in. The other thing to keep in mind too, when it comes to not just quality, but it comes to environmental and labor laws. This is another big thing that's a real issue when it comes to overseas factories. Are they following the right environmental laws? When it comes to solvents and oils, and how about child labor? There's a lot of those other kind of things too. When you're dealing with major retailers, they're going to want to be able to see all that paperwork, and we can handle that as well. So a lot more to think about, but I wanted to make sure that I just went through a little bit of an overview when it comes to quality and quality inspections. It really is a how deep do you want to go process, but we can handle it, and we do it now. Thanks. see. We're often asked when somebody's considering using us as their overseas office, what does it cost? And frankly, it depends. And I don't want to sound kind of evasive, but the point being is some customers have us as a one-off where we'll just source something for them and go visit a factory and check out the quality and check out, whether they're following environmental and labor laws. We also have customers that use this very extensively as their core, meaning they pay us a monthly stipend or they pay us a monthly amount where every month we handle the paperwork, we handle their inspections, we make sure that logistically their orders are routed to the shipping companies they desire, that we handle a lot more. So the point being is that there's a ton of ways to do this. We can help you from the small scale to the large scale. So it really depends. And I hope that this helps. And again, let us know how we can help. Thanks.
I'm David Marinak. For more information, check out the info on the screen or look me up on LinkedIn. I look forward to talking with you. Thanks.